All right, so we all know that the relationship between Meghan Markle and her father is bad. Just like all relations Meghan has with people. And lately, we just heard now that Meghan's father had wanted to see, he wanted one of them, Prince Harry or Meghan, to send a picture of his grandson. Just anything. You don't have to speak to me. You don't have to look at me. Just send me a picture, whether it's through Facebook, through Instagram, through Twitter, through snail mail. Just send one. Just send me. Just do that. I don't want to have to download a picture off the internet because I'm the guy's grandfather. So send me a picture. They ignored him. Okay. So we know that, that relationship is really bad. But now it looks like the royal family's relationship with Meghan is going bad now. What's going on here? Now that one I don't care about as much. I don't care about the royal family. I care more about this poor guy who gave this thought daughter of his, this hoe of a daughter he's created, every opportunity in the world, spoiled her rotten, and I think that's part of her problem. And he's just being treated like crap. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be married to Prince Harry because she's only married to Prince Harry because she's famous. That's it. She would not have had to come near Prince Harry if she wasn't famous. She would not have the opportunity. She'd be up in Los Angeles. She'd marry some dude out there in Los Angeles, or wherever she lives. She wouldn't. That's it. That's just a fact. So, but I'm not worried about the royals. But it looks like the Queen invited the Duke of Cucks and the Duchess of Thoughts to Balmoral in Scotland to see her on the vacation. I thought they were there already. I actually thought they had been there. But it appears they haven't been there. And Meghan says she's not going. They're not going because Archie's too young. How's Archie going to be too young to go see his grandparents? I don't care. I mean, I can understand. I'm not blaming Meghan. She probably is uncomfortable around the royal family because they don't like her. And she knows they don't like her. Nobody likes her. So I don't blame her. It's fine. I mean, hey, if I was married to my girlfriend, her family loves me. My girlfriend's family. But if they didn't love me, I'd say, hell no, I ain't going to go around you. Kiss my ass. That's what I would say. I wouldn't go around, so I don't blame her. But it just shows me, and it proves my point, that anybody who's around Meghan for more than a year automatically gets sick of her. And it becomes to a point where they begin to show vibes and signals to her that they don't like her, and it makes her uncomfortable. I mean, she's already torn up relationships with her family. She's torn up relationships with almost all her friends. She's now tearing up relations with the royal family. And right now, she's sitting down there with Archie in Elton John's house in the south of France. Now, she's saying Archie's too young to go see his grandparents and his great-grandparents and his aunts and uncles and all that stuff up there in Scotland. He's too young for that. But he's not too young to be in some stranger's house, Elton John. And I'm not saying he's strange or anything, but I love his music, but to her, I've never heard of Elton being friends with Meghan to a point where they go to each other's house. I don't even know that of Prince Harry. I mean, yeah, he sang at the mother's funeral and everything, Candle in the Wind and all this stuff. But I've never heard of those two being so friendly with Elton that they go over to his house and all that. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, that's a stranger to them, especially to Archie and Meghan. And she's actually sitting up there, and she's still there, I think, because I know Harry is off on tour telling people to figure out ways to reduce their carbon footprint, meanwhile he's flying all over the place in a private jet. He says he's doing that because of security reasons. And with the way his wife and him have been acting, I would think that that's probably not such a bad idea. They probably need all the security they can get, which proves my point again, that Meghan just causes hatred. Nobody likes her. But she's sitting in some stranger's house with this baby, pooing up the place, spitting up all over the place, vomiting, crying all over the place. I mean, hasn't she ever heard the saying, after 3 days, fish rot? She's going to screw up relations with Elton now. I mean, man, you dig your own grave, Meghan. You dig your own grave. You dig your own grave, Meghan. It's like, when is Meghan going to find somebody who, after a couple of weeks or after a year, isn't automatically 100% sick of her? When is she going to find someone like that? I mean, her mother, yeah, okay, other than her mother, because mothers love their kids. You know, a mother's love never dies. You can beat your mother, you can slap your mother, you can almost kill your mother, and she may kick you out of the house. There's always going to be love in a mother's heart for her kids. That's just how it is. It's just one of those things. Even those mothers that throw their kids in garbage cans, many a time they're doing it out of desperation. There's a mother's love never fails. So when is she going to find someone other than her mother who can stand her for a year or two? I mean, you could say Prince Harry, but he's a cuck already, so he'll put up with anything. Yeah, he's not her mother, but he's a cuck. You can also beat him and kill him and whoop him and all that sort of stuff. He's still going to love you. Not because out of a motherly love that something that has been produced by another individual. Yeah, you're going to think, this is just him being a cuck. Mothers aren't cucks. Mothers just always want to be there for something that they have created and that has come out of their body. That is like almost loving themselves. Harry's just a cuck. He don't put up with anything that gives him a piece of tail, because he's ugly anyway. He's one of the ugliest members of the royal family, so nobody probably likes him. So he'll take what he can get, even if that means she treats him like dog. And he himself is probably not going to tolerate it for much longer. So when is Meghan going to find someone and get along with somebody genuinely who's not going to make her feel uncomfortable because they can't stand her? You know, that's what I'm saying. She's now tearing up relations with the royal family. It's like there's no family that likes her. Because her mom's family clearly don't like her because none of them were at the wedding. Her father's family don't like her. Of course, the dad likes her because that's a parent again. The royal family is now starting not to like her. So it's like every family that Meghan gets involved with, they don't like her. Every friend that she makes, after a while they're in the tabloids saying bad stuff about her. Every time she hires employees and nannies and secretaries and stuff, after a while they leave and abandon her because they can't stand her. So she's a toxic person. It's Meghan. It's not them. The royal family has been around forever, and a lot of people like them. I don't like them, but a lot of people like them. A lot of people like Meghan's father. I mean, I'm sure he has his social life. I mean, it's just Meghan. After a while, people just stop liking Meghan when they get too close to her. So there's something wrong with her, man. There's something wrong. So, bottom story, the top story is that the Queen, I mean, I'm sure she probably didn't want to even invite her to Balmoral, but, she feels obligated to. Because, as I said, the royal family need Meghan. Because they're going down in irrelevance, you see. When the Queen dies, it's going to be over. So they need people like Meghan so that they can be loved by pop culture again, just like pop culture loved the royal family in the 80s when Diana was there. So they need someone, and they better not treat her like they treated Diana, otherwise the pop culture will stop liking them. They need that. They need it. They need her. They don't like her, they don't want to like her, but they need her. So they're invited to Balmoral, but they have sent off vibes that they don't like her to Meghan, so now she's not going to go because she feels uncomfortable. And don't get me into this story, Meghan, about Archie's too young to go to Balmoral. What is up there in Balmoral that's going to eat him or bite him? Is there some insect up there? Is it too rural? Is there crocodiles up there? Is there some polar bear up there? Grizzly bear that's going to... that's the most secure place out there. The Queen is there. Everybody's there. It's more safe for a baby to go to Balmoral than it is for him to go to the south of France. In the south of France, it's the high life, it's glitzy, there's paparazzi everywhere, there's chaos. Where did Diana die? In France. In France. I didn't hear anybody dying in Balmoral yet. Any baby dying in Balmoral. There's no babies that die in Balmoral. Babies get born in Balmoral. They don't die in Balmoral. Nothing can die. The only thing that dies in Balmoral is deer and birds. That's it. Which Prince Philip shoots. There's no baby that's going to bite you. And nothing is going to bite that baby up in Balmoral. That's the safest place for him to go. So I don't know. Don't lie. You just come be honest, Meghan. Just be honest. You don't want to go to Balmoral because the family makes you uncomfortable. You don't think they like you. They give you dirty looks when you walk into a room. You know, Princess Michael has that black thing that is on her vest, and that doesn't. Just come out with it. Just come out with it, sister. Just come out with it. You know, I've dated women whose family didn't like me, and I didn't go around them. I said, the hell with you. I ain't gonna go to your house. I ain't gonna go do anything with you. So just come out. Just be honest. Don't give us this cock and bull story that Archie is too young to go to Balmoral. There's nothing in Balmoral that is not baby friendly. But there's plenty of things in the south of France that are not baby friendly. This is the Arana Nation.